Plate carriers are one of the most important kit decisions we can make when it comes to preparation for armed combat. But with so many plate carriers on the market today, how do you know which one is right for you and your application? Until now, there has been almost no empirical data collection on plate carriers, with most purchasing decisions driven by subjective opinions and hype trends rather than hard facts. Given the tremendous life and death consequences attached to the use of plate carriers, we feel it is important to bring both objectivity and transparency to plate carrier decision making. We've compiled data on some of the leading plate carriers in the market today. In this video, we've included a number of important criteria, including some testing that you've probably never seen before unless you've watched our other technical plate carrier review videos. We'll then show the best and worst performers in each of these categories along with why the results are what they are. As much as possible, we'll just be providing facts. Before we get started, we wanted to address a question many of you have been asking us since we started this series back in May 2022. Where is your IcePlate EXO Ultralight ventilated plate carrier? While many of you have been asking us to show our own IcePlate EXO in our videos, we've intentionally omitted it. Our goal is education. It isn't to just shill our own plate carrier. IcePlate EXO makes up less than 1% of our unusually diverse business. For those of you who are new to Qore Performance, we live for building a superhuman future. It is why we exist. This means we help customers be the greatest version of themselves, to create competitive advantages where none previously existed. To accomplish this, we design, build, and manufacture thermoregulation and hydration solutions that weaponize temperature to improve performance and survivability for a wide range of end users. Our customers include military, law enforcement, prepared citizens, pilots, outdoor enthusiasts, and dozens of America's greatest companies, which we all know and love. Heck, you might have even seen some of our products while in line at your favorite drive-thru. Anyone in the mood for some awesome coffee or fried chicken? In the interest of transparency and integrity, we've included all of the testing data for every plate carrier in this series and IcePlate EXO in an article on our Insights blog rather than in this video. You can find a link to this article in the show notes below. With those disclosures done, let's get back to the video and find out what is the best plate carrier of 2023. IceAge ecosystem integration is the first category we are going to cover, since thermoregulation is the next night vision and IceAge ecosystem integration is the genesis of this video series. The best plate carrier for IceAge ecosystem integration is the Crye Precision AVS. With a harness interior lined with hook receptive loop, the AVS is compatible with the entire IceAge ecosystem. The Crye Precision AVS works with both IceFence Aero and IceFence Classic plate carrier shoulder pads, the IceFence Classic ventilated AVS harness pad set, IMS combo for external hard cell hydration, the IMS Pro combo for internal or external cooling, heating, and hydration, and the Ice Shield Plus plate carrier hand warmer. When it comes to IceAge ecosystem integration, the AVS by Crye Precision can do it all. With the ability to smoothly integrate only the IMS combo and the Ice Shield plate carrier hand warmer, the worst plate carrier for IceAge ecosystem integration is the Agilite K19. While IceFence Aero and IceFence Classic plate carrier shoulder pads can be used, the integration is suboptimal given the thickest in class shoulder padding found on the K19. Before we get started on both wet and dry weight, it is important to note why weight is such an important category. Other than the environment, almost no external factor affects human performance more than weight. To learn the science and quantifiable impact of how even just a few ounces of weight can and will negatively impact your performance in the field, check out our technical plate carrier review video on the Agilite K19 and click on the weight section at 405.
Gold rings, gold leaves, gold strings, gold leaves. I follow only gold.
The Crye Precision SPC edges out the Ferro Concepts FCPC V5 by a slim margin as the best plate carrier in the weight dry category. Tipping the scales at just 21.15 ounces, the Crye Precision SPC is the lightest plate carrier in this group. But if you want to see the full spectrum of test results, as we noted in our intro, click on the Insights article link in the show notes below. Likely coming as a surprise to nobody, the house of Crye Precision is also home to the worst plate carrier when it comes to dry weight in the AVS or adaptive vest system. The AVS is the only plate carrier heavier than the Agilite K19 and weighs in at a stout 48.35 ounces. Looks can be deceiving, they say, and in the case of wet weight, this is particularly true. When it comes to wet weight, the FCPC V5 by Ferro Concepts sneaks in a surprising win to come out on top as the best plate carrier for wet weight at 31.5 ounces. We say surprising because at first glance, everybody, ourselves included, felt the SPC would win by a country mile because of the way it looks. But our wet weight testing shows that not judging a book by its cover is sage advice indeed. Or is it? Well, when we look at wet weight, the AVS and the K19 look like they are the clear frontrunners in terms of water absorption and retention. However, the AVS is the king of retention, and the king of retaining water, that is. Coming in at 70.95 ounces, the AVS beats out the K19 for the worst plate carrier in the wet weight category, and not by a small margin. When it comes to materials, we look at two objective testing criteria: weight dry and weight wet. The FCPC V5 by Ferro Concepts is clearly the best plate carrier when it comes to materials, as it is the lightest in wet and dry weight. The reason for this is the prolific use of laminate throughout the construction and composition of the FCPC V5. The worst plate carrier when it comes to materials performance measured by dry and wet weight is the Crye Precision AVS. With a dry weight of 48.35 ounces and a wet weight of 70.95 ounces, it weighs more than the Agilite K19 by 6.75 ounces dry and 8.15 ounces wet. Thermoregulation hydration is basically the same as IceAge ecosystem integration. There is no need for us to repeat ourselves here, so if you skip to this section, just click on the IceAge ecosystem integration chapter again to get the download. Otherwise, on to thermal transmittance we go. Before we get into the best and worst plate carriers for thermal transmittance, let's talk about what thermal transmittance actually is and why it matters. Thermal transmittance is the transfer of heat through matter. In our case, that matter is the body-facing section of a plate carrier plate bag. Since kit is already insulating by nature, you want to find gear, especially plate carriers and body armor, that have the highest possible thermal transmittance. In other words, you want to find plate carriers and body armor that have the minimum amount of insulation. In the data we are about to present, the smaller the spread between the baseline surface temperature and the IcePlate inside surface temperature, the lower the thermal transmittance of the plate bag. The smaller the thermal transmittance number, the worse the carrier is at expelling heat from the interface between your body and the plate carrier. The larger the thermal transmittance number, the more efficient the plate carrier is at expelling heat from your body carrier interface. In other words, smaller numbers mean you run hotter, bigger numbers mean you run cooler. Small numbers bad, big numbers good. For details on experimental design, check out the show notes below. In another interesting surprise result, the Crye Precision JPC 2.0 topped the field as the best plate carrier for thermal transmittance at 20.9 degrees Fahrenheit. The reason for this is that the body-facing side of the JPC 2.0 plate bag is made mostly of tweave, which has above-average conductive properties. By contrast, the Agilite K19 came in last with a thermal transmittance of 4.7 degrees Fahrenheit. While it is true that the AVS rear plate bag technically had a worse thermal transmittance performance at 4 degrees Fahrenheit, the AVS front plate bag has a thermal transmittance of 9 degrees Fahrenheit, bringing the AVS thermal transmittance average to 6.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This makes the K19 the worst plate carrier in terms of thermal transmittance. When it comes to unique features, well, we have a tie. It is hard to beat the AVS harness system. In addition to being highly effective at carrying heavy loads, there is nothing like it anywhere on the market despite being over a decade old. We also have to give a nod to the K19 custom G-hook cummerbund attachment. Like the AVS harness, this is a unique feature not found anywhere else in the market today. The title of worst plate carrier in terms of unique features is the JPC 2.0. What? How could the JPC 2.0 be the worst at anything? The answer is simple. It is a victim of its own success. Everybody, especially the Chinese and an American influencer company, have copied anything on or about the JPC 2.0 that wasn't patented. Okay, well, the Chinese probably copied the patented stuff too. This has removed any and all unique qualities the JPC 2.0 once brought to the table, but only because those features and capabilities were so valuable to end users. The Ferro Concepts FCPC V5 really delivers in terms of attachment mechanisms with 6 possibilities: Velcro, Swift clips, G-hooks, zip-on panels, MOLLE, and optional Cobra buckles. This makes it the best plate carrier in terms of attachment mechanisms. The Agilite K19 is the worst plate carrier when it comes to attachment mechanisms because it has only 4: Velcro, MOLLE, Swift clip, and G-hook. The LV-119 absolutely crushes when it comes to variety, coming in a huge number of sizes and colors as indicated in the chart on the screen. With the added ability to mix and match plate bags between the various lines, the LV-119 is the best plate carrier when it comes to variety. The K19 again finds itself bearing the worst title in a category because it chooses a one-size-fits-all strategy, so there is practically no variety. While the one-size-fits-all strategy might have hurt the K19 when it comes to variety, it helps it take a definitive victory as the best plate carrier for sizing adjustability. Well, for exactly this reason. The Crye Precision AVS is the worst plate carrier when it comes to sizing adjustability because, well, it isn't adjustable compared to the other carriers in this lineup, and sizing guidance provided on the Crye Precision website is not terribly specific. The K19 is clearly the best carrier when it comes to plate bags if solving for versatility because a single plate bag can accommodate so many different plate sizes. By the same logic, the Velocity Systems SCARAB LT has the worst plate bags because it is limited to holding armor plates that are just 1 inch thick. This is suboptimal because most modern polyethylene armor plates are 1.1 inches thick or more, limiting the utility of the SCARAB LT in the post-steel world. That said, there are some people who have access to stuff that turns this limitation into an advantage. That's pretty much all we can say there because the rest is protected by an NDA. As our neighbors just 5 minutes down the road, Velocity Systems basically wins best plate carrier for country of origin by default. Sure, being in Loudoun County, Virginia means we are behind the Iron Curtain in an overregulated woke wasteland, but being good neighbors is almost more important when behind enemy lines. The worst plate carrier when it comes to country of origin is the Agilite K19. As the only plate carrier in this collection that is made outside of the United States, the case is clear-cut. To make matters worse, Agilite makes the K19 in Vietnam. Sure, some are also made in Israel, but Vietnam. But wait, what could be so bad about Vietnam? There's a decent chance that the Solomons you are wearing right now while watching this video were made in Vietnam. To add insult to injury and sprinkle in a healthy dose of irony, Vietnam is a single-party, Marxist-Leninist socialist republic. With extreme levels of corruption, Vietnam is no fan of civil liberties, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, or freedom for ethnic minorities. In short, Vietnam is frighteningly similar to its communist neighbor to the north, Communist China. If protecting and defending your own freedom is an integral part of your plate carrier purchase, do you really want to buy from a communist country under authoritarian rule? There is far too much nuance in price for us to pick a best and a worst. Quality, craftsmanship, innovation, or lack thereof, value, etc. all play a role in price. Rather, we can easily identify a lowest price plate carrier in the JPC 2.0 and a highest price plate carrier in the AVS. Both are by Crye Precision. All right, everyone, so that's going to do it for our Best Plate Carriers of 2023 video. But we've got 2 questions, and we really want to know, which plate carrier do you think is the best of 2023? And are there any other plate carriers out there that you think would stack up well against the plate carriers we just presented in this video? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram to keep up with the latest in all aspects thermoregulation, as well as subscribe to Launchpad emails. Links for both of those are down in the show notes below. And until next time, stay frosty.